Kitakubu.
Hey everyone, KitaSean here. So, Fate Grand Order JP has finally revealed the two servants getting buffs today. We have Caster Gil and Miyamoto Musashi. Both of them have their Noble Phantasms getting damage up, which is actually something that I thought both of them needed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know Miyamoto Musashi did a lot of damage already before this buff, but I did think it was somewhat lackluster. I felt like she needed to do more damage, and they gave that to her. But speaking of what do I think about these two getting buffs? Well, Caster Gill was actually kind of expected. I was hoping for someone else, but even without the leak information, it was kind of expected for Caster Gill to get a buff. As for Miyamoto Musashi, huge surprise. I honestly did not think that she was going to get a buff because of story wise. A lot of you guys really thought that Soji was going to get a buff. I'm going to I said this before, and I'll say this again. She does not need a buff, guys. Soji is already really, really strong, especially if you add Skasa Haskadi in the party. Like, Soji is just too strong with her. Eventually, I do think Soji will get a buff, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So, Soji probably will get a buff, not this year, maybe sometime in the future, guys. But again, I think Miyamoto Musashi's buff is very, very interesting. I mean, technically, her buff is MP damage up, but at the same time, there is an effect that kind of spoils a little bit. So we'll talk about that in a bit, but let's go ahead and focus on Caster Gill. So Caster Gill, already a really good attack slash support servant. He basically becomes even better at that. I always thought that Caster Gill did little damage with his Noble Phantasm, so I'm actually really happy that he does more damage now. And he basically just becomes a better support too, because his Noble Phantasm now allows the entire party to get critical damage up for 3 turns. So great for art servants, great for crit damage for them. So yeah, Caster Gill, I think this is a very solid buff. As for Miyamoto Musashi, Noble Phantasm damage up, Overcharge MP damage up. I always thought that again Musashi was pretty lackluster when it came to Noble Phantasm damage. I mean, I know again like she did already a lot of damage before this buff, but for me it just felt very lackluster. So she basically just does more damage, which is an amazing thing. Now, as for her bonus damage towards Alter Ego, the Moon Cancer class enemies, this is somewhat of a spoiler. I'm not gonna lie. I won't talk about it too much, but this is basically telling us that hey, go fight that servant, go fight that enemy. If you guys, know what I mean, then you know what I mean. So yeah, really interesting that Miyamoto Musashi got the buff now. Really was expecting her to get it later, but yeah, I think these two buffs are very solid. I mean, not crazy amazing, but still, I think they're actually really solid buffs, and definitely really happy that both of them can now do more damage with their MP. So, what do you guys think about their buffs? Were they something that you were hoping for, the both of them, or were you hoping for something else? Also, I will be streaming the 5th anniversary stream tonight. Definitely check it out. I have my link to my Twitch channel down below. I will be translating, reacting, all the whole shebang. So come by and check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.